find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check contact. Here's Ryan.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy when you steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go with the option, coming right. Touchdown, Cowboys!
So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. B.J. Hill. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he slings one that's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And 4th down, Drew Chrisman on the punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Hey, 626.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because his defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Ryan Nall, his second rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. On the sneak. Rodgers trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. You can do it, baby. Come on.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that is no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first and 10, here's Rodgers.
Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half.
and that trend is continuing here.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll set up to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in a position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 11. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes it quick, and the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. And here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Happy Rangers, Happy Rangers. Big Lion. Hurt. Go, Reed, go.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they start at their own 7.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here. There he goes, left side. The 30, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been running, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Check mash, check mash.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Rodgers throwing here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly wants some explaining to do.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey,
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You won't meet up with this team again.
Under pressure, they got him again. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. You hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Head the street, head the street. Go check, go check.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially